Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see the number 7 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Blackburn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, the ground game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season.
He uncorks one deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Orange. And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
7, Miami, 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second and short now after that completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. 3-25. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coop. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And they tacked on the extra point.
14, Miami, 7.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Syracuse 14, Miami 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step-off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room to work. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Clemens. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Hart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the option. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
It's first and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies, 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. bringing it back. He's at the 20. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They couldn't get it done with the run, and time is going to expire, and a missed opportunity in the red zone. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Is incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
And you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Cut. Timber.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The run to the left. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll give it to Johnson. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Gorilla. Pilot. Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I tell you what, these big-body tight ends that can catch the football on the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. Usually, you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
In blue. In blue.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ready up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Go. Flex. Out 55 weak.
Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Got it.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Cuse. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Syracuse 21, Miami 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the timing just a hair off.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short.
Come on, set. Longer.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Little. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And the Canes will snap it on first and 10. The give out of the gun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be going to take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Going up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Syracuse. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Here we go. Hey, Cam. Tuna. Hawk. Timber.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
3:25.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Hart. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to TCU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking? Or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.